Hello again, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's Mobile Mechanics, and we have a MK8 Ford Transit tipper here. So it's got this shaped front here. So the issue is when they're driving, turn on the ignition, getting this message: exhaust filter at limit, drive too clean. Now he's driven it over 100 miles and it's not going away, so there's obviously an issue. Open this little port here, plug in our diagnostic OBD reader, and we'll just wait for this to load up and we'll get this connected to the vehicle here. Okay, so we're going to run a diagnostic scan. Sorry, the screen is a little bit blurry there. Okay, so we can pause there. So we're going into the powertrain, that's where we're looking. So there's obviously going to be DPF related, these codes. Yes, ignition is on. Sorry, I'll try and get it on an angle where you can actually see the screen without the glare. There we go. So we have P061 glow plugs, exhaust gas temperature is too low. The temperature is too low for the particle filter regeneration, particle soot accumulation, and this one here, aftermarket glow plug. So I know what the cause of the temperature being too low on these DPFs are, and it's these items here. We've done a few of them already. So that's one that we've removed from another vehicle recently there. I've had to cut that off because it was seized on. So that should be there. And this is another one that we've got from another Ford vehicle again. Same problem all of them usually have, is the fuel gets blocked from in here, it doesn't come out, and then the little glow plug that's inside them can fail. So we've got here this part number there, fuel vaporizer. Let's get this out, and we'll get this fitted to the van here. So to test these, we can use a Mitivac with a pressure gauge on it. We just connect that up there to the fuel line and then give it a squeeze. If you get any sort of movement on the gauge, even if it just jumps a little bit up and down, it's going to be a fail, so you shouldn't get any pressure movement. I'm not sure if you can hear that. It's taking a very long time to come out there, so that's very blocked, that one. Right, so we'll connect this up to the new part there, and if I squeeze this, let me get it down there. No matter how much I squeeze it, the needle's not moving. That's how it should be. So I'm just under the driver's side of the vehicle here. Just up here we have the vaporizer, so we get that open with a 22mm crow's foot spanner. We've got that loose. Now it should just undo by hand. And there she is. So I can put a little bottle over that to test it with our diagnostic machine, just by putting it over there, just like that there, just to catch any fuel, and we can switch on the pump, see if there's fuel coming out, but I know there's not going to be really. So I'm going to go into the DPF here on my machine, fuel system vaporizer, prime that up. So we should get a half litre of fuel coming out of here. I'm going to press OK. OK. Now that's pumping, and we can see there's nothing coming out. Just underneath here, we've got the new vaporizer hooked up with the fuel line there. Just plug that in, and the electrical connection is plugged in just up there. So that's all in now. So we'll try that again with the new part fitted. And you can see the fuel there is pumping in nicely. You can hear the little tick there, tick, 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 tick. That's the fuel pump, which is located just over there on that fuel line. Get the new vaporizer fitted in there. There's a little notch there on the side that goes into a certain angle there. Just there. Get that tightened up. Tighten up by hand first. Then we'll tighten the last bit up with this little crow's foot spanner here, 22mm. I'm going to use 5 litres of this. We've already filled it up here. I'm just using a brake bleeding system here. That's what this is. But I can use that to pump the DPF cleaning fluid into the DPF. So just here we have the DPF pressure pipe, and we're going to remove this clip and connect up the tube here. So I just got that connected there. Just pump her up. And you can hear it filling in. So what I like to do is get the pressure build up as high as I can on this, because once the pressure is high, it doesn't just dribble it in, it actually sprays it in, so you get it foaming. Just like that. If you put it in slowly, it's just going to trickle in and it don't foam up. After a few minutes, you'll hear it sort of breaking its way down, and then you'll hear it trickling into the back box of the exhaust once it's made its way through there. Get this little catch pan under the exhaust there. So we're back inside the vehicle here. Now what I'm going to do is try to set off a particle filter regeneration, static one. That'll burn out all of that fluid. You can do it by just holding the revs. I wouldn't say it works as well, because obviously running a regeneration, it builds the temperature up, so you're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say. So we'll do that, but we'll have to get the vehicle started up and let the engine a little bit warm before it'll allow us to trigger that off. And it looks like there we did miss a bit of the can there. So now you can see there we need to get up from 39 degrees up to at least 80. So we'll just hold the revs at about 2.5 or 3. You can see there how they gauge 57 degrees. Slightly different to what it says on the dash there. It says 90. Okay, we can now trigger that off. So that'll accelerate on its own there, and it'll stop as soon as it knows it's finished. So while that's running there, I can clean up all the tools that I've been using, pack everything back away. So while that's running there, I can say there's it had another fault there for glow plugs. The inlet intake manifold needs to come off to have those fitted, so we'll maybe do that in another video, and but we'll finish up here on this one now. But yeah, that other glow plug issue is going to need to be sorted pretty soon as well. So we're only a little bit in, and you can see there the message has already magically disappeared on its own there. We're going to go back in to do the diagnostic scan again now. Obviously when we try and clear these codes before, they wouldn't clear, but now they should clear. Oh, the ignition's off. So I'll have to switch the ignition back on and do that again. Now we're running again, ignition's on. Press pause, yeah, we've got 4 faults. Now they've all cleared. We can go back. Start the van up. And that's it. Job's done on this. See you in the next video.